it looks as if there might be a reckoning for him over this.
This is the biggest bombshell that we have had so far. We had a trickling in of the numbers. We knew the numbers were much bigger than the governor was admitting.
He became a hero to the left in this country, Cuomo, and he still thinks this can bounce off him. We have breaking news tonight from the New York Post. Governor Andrew Cuomo's secretary has now admitted that they covered up the state's nursing home death toll. That stunning admission made on a call with state leaders from the Democrat Party, where his secretary apologized for the cover-up and then blamed President Trump for the decision to withhold those numbers. This was a tragedy for your in-laws because it should have been their 60th wedding anniversary right now, and instead your father-in-law and your mother-in-law died within a few days of each other. And Andrew Cuomo, it's almost as if as you tweeted the other day, it looks as if there might be a reckoning for him over this.
This is the biggest bombshell that we have had so far. We had a trickling in of the numbers. We knew the numbers were much bigger than the governor was admitting. So over 15,000 residents died from getting COVID in their nursing homes. They just admitted that they put over 9,000 infected patients into nursing homes. And now the biggest bombshell coming from the New York Post, that his secretary, Melissa DeRosa, admitted that they covered it all up.
But we're below the national average in number of deaths in nursing homes. But who cares? 33, 28, died in a hospital, died in a nursing home. They died.
Joining us to discuss, former governor of New York, George Pataki. Governor, thanks for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it. I can see you shaking your head there, as I'm sure many people tuning in and listening to those comments are doing as well. Your thoughts on the remarks that Governor Cuomo made about whether people died in a hospital or died in a nursing home? People died. Those remarks, your thoughts?
The concept that who cares is just virtually cruel. Because the families of now, I guess it's more than 12,000 New Yorkers who died in nursing homes or because of nursing homes and the wrong-headed policy of this administration, they all care. And anybody who wants to see this not happen again, the next time we have a pandemic or something like that, they care. So I would say virtually everyone wants to know the truth about what happened. And now a Democratic Attorney General has blown the lid off, the cover up, the delusion that thousands of people who were infected in nursing homes didn't really die there. They're just playing defense.
And I don't think you can overstate the tragedy of this. After you tweeted about your in-laws, I noticed it was a kind of mini trend that the husband would die on the Tuesday and the wife would die on the Friday, and someone such as yourself has to have that terrible thing where you've got to explain to your kid that grandma's died, and then a few days later that grandpa's died. And yet, we've got all these restrictions on restaurants, on every other aspect of life, and the people who were most vulnerable, Andrew Cuomo, failed to protect on an horrific scale.
Absolutely. And it wasn't just him. There were other governors, other Democratic governors that did the same thing, putting COVID-positive patients into nursing homes. Newsom, Whitmer, Wolf, and Murphy. And Cuomo.
Right.
5 of them put COVID-positive patients into nursing homes.
But I have to tell you, there's another story here. Since March, 9 of the top professionals in the New York State Health Department have quit, including all the key people dealing with epidemiology and immunology, because they have been ignored by the governor's office. So when you have a pandemic, when the experts are called upon, and this is what they prepared their lives for, all quitting, 9 of them, 9 of the top ones quitting because they're being ignored by the politicians in the governor's office. It just points out what a tragedy the response in New York to the COVID crisis has been.
He became a hero to the left in this country, Cuomo, and he still thinks this can bounce off him.
It can't. Not now. We have an admission, and I would like to thank whoever that Democratic lawmaker was that was the leak yesterday that gave us that information, because I believe all of them should go to jail.